Setting up a cold water fish tank is a great startup project, but if you love the colours, the variety and the sizes of tropical fish, ka pēhe te whakatū taiwhanga ika mo tērā momo. I've come to Hollywood Fish Farm, he wāhi rongonui when it comes to fish. They're Auckland's largest aquarium specialists with over 35 years experience. And they've got over 150 aquariums filled with livestock at their 2 stores. Now I figure if anyone can help me out with setting up a tropical fish paradise, koenei te hunga tika. So Vicky, he maha ngā taiwhanga ika, there's a lot of tanks and a lot of different tanks. What are the basics that you actually need?
Okay, so obviously the basics is first of all your aquarium, thinking about what space you have to fit it in and whether or not it's going to be close to a window. That's quite important. A light and a filter. Filters are essential for aerating the water and filtering out the fish waste. The next thing you need for a tropical tank is a thermostatically controlled heater and a thermometer just to monitor that and make sure that your heater's working correctly. Gravel for the bottom of the fish tank, that helps to grow good bacteria. We recommend that you use water conditioners, make the tap water safe for the fish. We also recommend you purchase a test kit so that you can monitor your water generally every time you do a water change, just to make sure everything's okay. Next is a gravel cleaner, so you can do your fish tank maintenance. And then, of course, something for the fish to eat, so some fish food.
Now, kariau te mohio ki te rerekētanga. I actually didn't know that there was a difference between having a tropical tank and what essentially is a cold water tank. So can you just explain that to me?
Sure. Generally, the main difference is the fact that the water is just heated. So using the heater and the thermometer is all that you'd need to switch your tank over from a cold water tank to a tropical fish tank. You've got a lot more variety with tropical fish, a lot more brighter colours, different species. Cold water fish, you tend to be a bit more limited.
Vicky, he mea hou tēnei whiako kiau, so this is all a new kind of experience for me. I guess the biggest thing was now we've got the setup for the tank, I need some fish to be able to put in it.
Basically, any small little schooling fish are a good idea to start off with.
All right, let's go and have a look at some of them.
All right.
Ko tai mai ki ngā ika, so to start off with, you recommend these little guys?
We recommend the neon tetras. They're nice and bright and colourful, and they're really hardy for a first fish. Probably about 5 of those to start with, and then you'd normally wait about a week before you added any more fish. So the other fish that people really like to start off with are the guppies just up here. They're nice and bright, colourful, got beautiful tails, and lots of variety of colour and choice.
So I'm wanting to purchase a relatively small tank, maybe about 20 litres. So how many of these fish do you think I should have in there?
You've got to think about, again, what size the fish are going to get to, but generally these little neon tetras stay fairly small, they don't get much bigger. So in 20 litres of water, you could probably comfortably fit about 15 of those in there.
What about some bigger fish?
Unfortunately, anything smaller than them they see as food, so they're probably going to end up as a snack.
Okay. Can we go and have a look at them anyway?
Sure, yep. I can show you some bigger fish around here.
Cool. So Vicky, pēhea ine momo, so could I have these in my 20 litre tank?
These ones you couldn't. They grow really big and they're very aggressive.
Staff would be able to help me through figuring out who can go with what.
Most definitely, yeah. We train all our staff. We're fish experts, that's all we deal with is fish.
So could I have any of these? I mean, these look amazing.
Yeah, so those are the July cories, so they tend to hang around the bottom of the tank.
They look like little catfish.
Yep, they're from the catfish family.
There you go.
Well done.
What's the kind of weirdest dude you'd have here?
Probably the most unusual would be, say, this guy here, the pantodon butterfly.
Wow,
they're known as being prehistoric. They've been around for over 100 million years and they're predatory, so in the wild they will jump out of the water to get their food. Another very popular but unusual fish we have is the arowana, considered quite lucky in some cultures, and they can grow up to a metre long.
Now these guys I've heard can fetch maybe $1,000.
Yep, there are some of the imported Asian arowanas that are microchipped, and they start anywhere from about $1,500 anywhere up to $6,000, $7,000.
Very, very cool. Vicky, thank you very much. You've been amazing. But there's one thing we have to do before I get out of here, and that's sort out my tanks.
Sure, no problem. Let's get started. Okay, so this is everything you need to get started.
Yep.
So you're going to take it home and set it up how I explained it to you?
Yep, so it takes about 24 hours?
About 24 hours, yeah. That gives the water a chance to heat up to the right temperature and the filter to clear the water from any particles. test your pH,
Yep.
and then you should be good to go for some fish.
Awesome. So I've got two, kare kore, hariko anāku tamariki. No doubt that my kids are going to be absolutely beside themselves when they see this.
They're going to love it, and they're going to love choosing the fish.
Kia ora.
Yeah.